Players Coalition was a response to things that were happening in our society.
Stop police brutality! Stop police brutality! Stop police brutality! Hands up! Don't shoot!
You know, obviously Colin Kaepernick kind of sparked the conversation and put things to the forefront, but we collectively as a group of players wanted to do something actionable, and Players Coalition was the formation of that. My father was a law enforcement officer for 35 years. My mother, a social activist in her own right, was always a pillar of the community, worked at the Salvation Army. It's in my blood. What's up? It's Doug Baldwin, one of the greatest receivers you've ever seen.
Baldwin makes the catch, Doug Baldwin. He is money.
So I'm a task member, which basically means that we evaluate opportunities in the communities, specifically where we're at, but also in a more broader context, and looking at ways that we can plug in to either get policy changed, spark conversation to then enact conversations around policy, and then bring to light issues that are going on in our communities.
You know, it's the way that we police our citizens. It's the way that we deal with the war on drugs. It's the way that we treat our kids in the school system.
When we look at the system, the police are the front line.
The typical question I get is, why do you care so much? Why do you get involved? What motivated you? What inspired you to have these conversations, to put yourself out there? And my answer to you and to the people who ask me that is, why not? The NFL has a rich history of players being activists and utilizing the platform that we get on this national stage to talk about things that are happening in the communities that we come from. We've been all over the country. To give you specific examples, we supported the Massachusetts Student Opportunity Act, which infused $1.4 billion into Massachusetts public schools.
That's how we've been educating ourselves, sitting down with grassroots organizations, learning about what they go through, being able to also support them, and that's our plan.
Shout out to Devin and Jason McCourty and Duron Harmon and Slate, the great Matthew Slater. You know, they were key stakeholders in pushing that through. In Philadelphia, Malcolm Jenkins, Torrey Smith, Chris Long, they supported the Clean Slate Act.
That will automatically clear the record for anybody who's had a nonviolent misdemeanor and hadn't reoffended in 10 years. That's significant because 1 in 3 Americans over the age of 18 has some kind of arrest or criminal record.
Anquan, back in his hometown, effectively opened up early registration for folks to vote, increasing equity in voting in Pahokee.
We're starting to see results of that, and that's what we're here to do, to put pressure on elected officials, to give those that don't have a voice, we're here to give them a voice.
I've been blessed with an opportunity to work on the Pardons and Clemency Board here in the state of Washington. I supported I-940, which effectively reinvested into our law enforcement just to help them get the training that they need to be more effective out in the community. And we've done over 153 events, whether it's community forums, meeting with politicians. We've infused over $9 million of investment into our community. The Players Coalition is not always out in the public, not always out in the news, but we're making a difference in people's lives. The change that we're trying to make and the adjustments that we're pushing for advocacy, for policy, we're not going to measure it. We know the impact, and my grandchildren will benefit from it.